What I mean by retention is power and knowledge is power should be blatantly obvious by now. The path I'm talking about, that I talk about a lot when I say I'm on the path, is a path that is akin to brahmacharya. It's very close, actually, at least. See, now what a lot of people don't understand, that's what I mean by it. If you have power over yourself, that's what I mean mostly by power. And you got to understand, when it comes to overcoming things like this, there are mood swings at times. You know, when I was getting mad at a person who said that I was schizophrenic or whatever, you know, that's it. I mean, I think it's at least kind of reasonable to get mad at people like that. You know, people who think they got you. You know, they know who you are and they got you figured out. And I know how that sounds. That sounds like, well, they do got you figured out because they got you mad. Yeah, I know that, but that's not what I mean, and you know that's not what I mean. I mean, they think they know me, and they don't know what they're talking about, or maybe they do know what they're doing, and they're just trolls, and I don't know. Maybe I should just learn to ignore people like that, but at the same time, you know, when you're in one of those states where you're stabilizing, it's hard to know what to do. You know, it's always hard to know if somebody on the internet is kidding or not. You can't really tell the difference because you can't hear their voice. You can hear sarcasm in people's voice. You can't read it on paper. So if you're coming to my channel and you're you're being a sarcastic jackass, how am I supposed to know? I don't know you I don't watch. Most of you guys, I don't know if you have videos, and I don't know if you watch. And obviously you watch my videos, but I don't know if you have videos, and I don't watch your videos if you do have them. So how the hell am I supposed to know if you're being a sarcastic jackass? The thing is, though, like I said, 22 days so far on this NoFap thing, if you want to call it NoFap. I haven't actually been counting days. I just wrote a number down, I wrote a number down on somewhere on my computer, and I got that number of that first day, and that first day just so happens to be a day before the new month starts, so I know what day I'm on. Now, a couple days ago, I did have a huge, I don't know if it's really a setback per se, but it's like a huge thing that started an urge, basically. And that was a morning type emission. And after I had that, I didn't actually relapse because I didn't actually do anything. I mean, this is kind of what happens when you eat the bomb Ground Zero hot sauce. That's kind of one of the things that can happen. And it's kind of double NoFap that I've been eating hot things, but at the same time, I've been able to not touch myself or not be affected by that. You guys don't have a clue how hard that is to do. I mean, go eat a bunch of Da Bomb hot sauce and dedicate yourself to 22 days of no fap at least. See how hard that is to do. That is. I had heat cramps in my belly and everything, man. Don't even try it. I need to lay off that stuff and eat more sattvic food and fruit and things like that. But that's just the thing about it. It's all in the mind. It's all in your willpower. That's what I mean by power is knowledge. What I mean by that, there's the guys in the comments. One of them, one of these guys says. They're not obsessed with their. I don't even know if he remembers what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about these animals that live a long time. They're not obsessed with their junk. Here's the thing. You can think if you want to, because it's a free so-called country. Even though it's not it is, but I'm not going to get into that. But here's the thing. You can believe what you want. You can believe that if you want to, but let me tell you something. I am developing a discipline that when I master it, I'm basically going to be like Major Payne. Despite the fact that, they watered his character down at the end, made him soft, you know what I mean? Which I'm not saying love is necessarily a bad thing, but I'm talking about, when life really begins to suck. And I'm not talking about people on the internet calling you schizophrenic. I'm talking about when shit hits the fan, when when you're cooking food and the electric goes out. Things like that. I'm going to be able to handle that a lot better than most people are. When you get a tooth pulled and it hurts like hell, I'm going to be able to deal with things like that a lot better than most people will. I'm going to start, working out and stuff also. That might be hard to believe, but I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing about this journey I've been on. Is that some of the harshest types of NSFW, I don't mean harsh as in violent, I mean harsh as in addictive content on the internet, I've been ruthlessly pulling myself away from. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done. But when I master this, I'm going to be able to see those things for what they really are. And that's not easy to do. All these liberal-minded individuals, because here's the thing. It's not really about whether you're liberal or conservative, but a lot of these liberal-minded type of people think that they think being a prude is weak, or that being, being able to control the most powerful urge on planet Earth makes you oppressed or suppressed or something. I'm going to tell you right now, the level of power that I'm going to develop from this, if I keep doing it, and I'm definitely going to keep doing it, is beyond your wildest dreams. You know, really it is. And I'm not just making that up. That's just true. And that's what happens when you master things. You know how life sucks? You're a dumbass. Life don't suck. You know how you get up and you have some crank. You have days that are just you're cranky. Not so much with people, but at the world and life in general. You're a dumbass. Life is not really like that. You get in mood swings because the one energy that stabilizes your being, you constantly waste it. And whatever you was addicted to, I've probably seen it. I probably was addicted to it too at one point. So, there's not much time left, so I'm just going to leave it at there. Leave it at that. But trust me when I say changes are being made. And you're going to be surprised how it ends.